Bob with Knives Town here. I'd like to do a review for you today on a kitchen knife. We sell all kinds of kitchen knives on the website, and they're all very good ones. And I wanted to put a little bit of attention on that category of kitchen knives. This model that I have right here happens to be a cold steel kitchen knife, and it is one of the K series, which they name their kitchen knives the K series. And you can buy K4, K5, K7, and each of those designations is referencing the length of the blade, 4, 5, and 7 inches. In this particular model that I have on hand here, this is the K7, therefore a 7-inch blade, and it comes with a protective polypropylene sleeve here, which is just easily removed, like so. It just slips on and off, and one end of it is sealed shut, and the other end is open for the knife to go inside. And it has some texturing there for grip, and the knife just fits into that very easily like that, and then that knife can just be tossed in your drawer or put anywhere safely, and you don't need to worry about cutting your hand as you're fumbling and looking through the drawer, but it's well protected. And protected it needs to be, because that is a very sharp edge. This blade here, like I mentioned, it is a 7-inch blade, and overall the knife is 11¼ inches. The handle itself is 4¼ inches, and it is made with Cold Steel's Kraton, which is it's a rubberized gripping kind of a material. It feels tacky almost all the time. It's got kind of a tacky feel to it, and it's very grippy, and you can really get a good grip on that. This particular handle here is shaped a little bit. If I can show you here, it does have this notch on the bottom side there, and that is perfect for curling your index finger around. As you can see, putting your finger there, and then that gives you extra good leverage when you're using the draw cut. You can see it's got rubberized checkering in there for good grip, and then on the top and on the bottom it has a different pattern to further enhance your hold at that point. It does have there is a hole in the handle here so that the knife could be hung up on a hook if you would rather do that. And there is the logo there, K7, the kitchen series. And that is a very, very sharp knife. If you take a look at that serration pattern, you can see that there. It's 4 ripping spikes, and then a cutting serration pattern, and then another 4 ripping points, and then another serration pattern. And believe me, that is a very, very sharp pattern. It has full tang construction, meaning that the steel goes all the way through the handle. The blade here it's continuously curved from the back to the front, and what I mean by that is that at no point is it perfectly flat. It's always being angled or curved, and the point for doing that, the reason for doing that, is that enhances the power of the stroke, of the cut when the knife is being drawn. So no detail has been overlooked in this. The blade is flat ground, and it is approximately an inch and a half at the highest point here from top to bottom. It is 1.5 millimeters thick. So that's a thin blade, which is really what you want in a kitchen knife. Dishwasher safe, of course. Absolutely safe for the dishwasher. You can put this knife. You can hand wash it. You can dishwasher safe wash it. Very very top quality, very good knife, and it will cut anything that you put in front of it. But you know, I don't want to give the wrong impression though. I'm talking about this serration pattern like it's a chainsaw or something, and it does cut very, very well. But it's not a knife that just rips and tears. This knife will give you a very clean cut, a very fine cut. And of course, what kitchen knife review would be complete without the obligatory cutting of the tomato? So let's take a look at that right now and see if I can point out to you what I mean when I say that this knife will cut a clean stroke. This is it. All right, let's give this a little bit of a test here. Just let the knife do the work. No need to put any undue pressure on it. Look at that. Wafer thin. That is a thin piece of tomato there. That's a thin slice. So you can see what I'm saying. Yes, it has an aggressive cutting pattern, but don't let that fool you. This knife will cut a fine, very, very thin pattern, very thin piece of tomato. So that's pretty much the gold standard when you're talking about kitchen knives and testing them. Really, I don't have enough good things that I can say about this. I can't say enough good about it. This knife it's not expensive. It's a modestly priced knife, but you'll never need to sharpen it. It will take a beating, and it will wear like iron. And at the end of the day, you'll be able to do anything you want to this knife and still walk away cutting paper thin wafers of tomato. Now, what more could you really ask of a kitchen knife? Okay, thanks a lot, and I'll see you again.